Okay, here we are. Oh, Kevin over here. What's the date? It is
5th, October 5th.
October 5th. Yesterday was an interesting day. I had another treatment with Dan. One sauna followed by an application to the skin. And you know, this has been going on for 30 days, and it's been draining, you know, doing the saunas and all that. It's been very challenging, but last night I had interesting issues. Number one, my legs kind of locked up. My oldest son had practically carry me up the stairs and get me to bed. And then once in bed, I did not sleep well. And the reason was my muscles were did you see that?
Yeah.
Were flickering big time. And by big time, I mean they weren't twitching once or twice here and then go over there and do one or two and then down there and do one. They were going all night long, almost constant as far as I could tell. And like my right bicep, the entire bicep would lift up as if I was lifting a weight with it. And then release, which is very unusual too, because usually it's just a few muscle fibers, it's not the entire muscle. Anyway, the reason I'm putting this down is just because we don't really know what this means. I think it's very unusual that an ALS patient would have what is happening to me right now happen. The other things that have happened is I always felt like I was hot, like in my chest, and it would reverberate through my body. My wife would be sitting there with two sweaters on, and I'd be sitting in a pair of shorts like this asking for another fan to be put on. And that's not true anymore. I feel regular heat and cold like I used to. Once again, hoping that's a positive sign. I also am having some muscle soreness that might be an indication that muscle fibers are being used and are being damaged and hopefully rebuilt as a normal muscle would for a weightlifter. There's one in my hip and there's one in my left shoulder right now that are both doing that. At the same time, last night I was totally exhausted. 2 days ago I woke up and I felt really energized, and yesterday I woke up feeling pretty decent, pretty energized. Today though, my body's saying, hey man, what are you doing to me?
But you
Give
also
me a break.
didn't sleep well last night.
Well, yeah, I didn't sleep well last night because of all the activity, but
and because Carol's gone. Aww.
Yeah, my wife took a trip to see her brother get married in New York. Like that's important. Anyway, I'm glad she's gone because she needed a break really badly from taking care of me. Even though I have a great attitude most of the time. You know, I don't know, it's sort of like we're getting near the phase where if what we're doing is going to work, it needs to work soon.
Well, he did say that it could be over a span of 6 months before you see any big improvements.
Well, that is including rebuilding of muscle tissue. So, you know, A, you have ALS, which is, you know, killing your motor neurons. B, you have, let's assume for a moment that, hey, we stopped that. All right, ALS has stopped. Woohoo! Now you have motor neurons that are not working, and they need to regenerate. And we believe that with a little help, the body can do that. Heck, that might be what's happening right now in my body. Then third, you have muscle tissue that has not been used in months or in one case maybe a year. So all that muscle tissue is atrophied, and just because you turn the electric circuit back on, it still needs to be rebuilt.
Have you mentioned the urine coloring?
Oh no, I haven't.
I think that's
well,
a big detail.
you know, I during this process of the last month and taking the saunas, I have really had some bizarre body odor that didn't smell human. I was beginning to think that I was actually an alien from another planet, and I didn't know it yet, and they're going to come down and pick me up soon, but that's fine, not it. That smell has definitely dissipated over the past month. I've also had very unusual urine color
turns green
and smell.
But that could also be because of your diet. I mean, anybody would smell differently at going as healthy as you are.
Yeah, but this is weird, like chemical, almost like a
It turns green
toxic.
after like a day, right?
Well, that's just that is the residue of what is left in the bucket when you pour it out.
Yeah.
Is green.
But I'm guessing that a healthy person wouldn't turn green.
Right.
It would
not
stay
turn
yellow.
green. So anyway, here I am sitting with my lovely daughter Dina, who someday, once again, you'll get to see her, but not today because, you know, the makeup and stuff is just right. But I am tired. I think I need a one-day break. My body is saying, hey, let me think about what's happening here. So I'm going to inform Dan of that when I see him. And hopefully I get a good night's sleep tonight and I wake up feeling more energetic. You know, there's very interesting stuff. Like one of the first muscles to go was this muscle between my thumb and my forefinger in my hand. I mean, it's just like, hasn't worked in months and months and months. And this twitching that I'm having includes that muscle. That muscle is actually twitching back and forth now. And it has been pretty much dead and gone. So once again, hey, maybe that's an indication of, you know, nerve endings coming back online. I sure hope so. Since I'm the first person ever doing this, I'm going to have a positive attitude and assume that's what's happening. Now the real question is, can Dina and I get me downstairs without killing me today, because I do feel so fatigued. It is definitely going to be more challenging. Anyway, that's it for today, and I hope you're having a good day.